Hey everyone. Okay, so today is Wednesday. It was a great day. We had our field trip this morning to Eisenhower. Everybody seemed to have a great time. Loved the tour. A little chilly, but it was still a very good day. Okay, I wanted to get the homework ready to go. You had plenty of time to do it in class. Most of you were able to complete the job. Some of you were almost done, so you didn't have a whole lot more to go. All right, so go ahead. If you have it, if you left it at school, we'll go over it again. But here we go. For number one, we were doing all the problems. And so remember when I was telling you that the first one is going to be X, the second one is Y, and it's really important that you label so that you understand. If you get, and then come over here and circle this group here so you know how the ordered pairs are going to look. And it looks like my ink is going to run out. So we did this one in class, and we said that this ordered pair was 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 11, 4, 12, and 5, 16. We said that the first one is X, the second is Y. So I'm going over here to my hour, which is on my x-axis, and I'm going to put it in big letters so that I can remember which one it is. Some of you are starting to rush through and not plotting it correctly. You're getting it backwards. So I want you to make sure that the brain is able to remember exactly the way it is. The 0, 0, it again is the point of origin, and you always start at the point of origin. Okay, so here the first one is X. So I'm going to walk 1 unit from the point of origin to the right. Then I'm going to climb 8. So this is the first one. The second one, on second hour, I'm walking 2 units to the right from the point of origin, and I'm walking up 10. Actually, it's not 10. I'm skip counting by 10, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The next one is going to be walking over 1, 2, 3 to the right of units, and then I'm going up to 11. Well, look at this one here. I have 10 and then 12, but what's in between is 11. So I'm going to come up here. Now, you'll be able to use a ruler on star as well as benchmark, so you can ask for a ruler. So I have 3, and I'm coming up here, and here's my 11 if I get... because sometimes it can be a little crazy. So you can keep it lined up. Again, you can use a ruler on start. You can use a ruler on benchmark. So make sure that you ask for a ruler. I can't give it to you. You remember you have to ask for it. The next one is 4, 12. So here's my 4, and I'm going up to my 12. And see, doesn't it make it easier to keep them lined up? And now you can actually get a better visual. I like the see-through ones because then I can, it's just easier for me. Next one is 5, 16. So I'm moving from the point of origin over to my 5. So I have to walk first, and 16, then I have to climb up to 16. Okay, and there you go. So now I can see that the outside temperature started to increase, and this is in Celsius. So on day 1 it was 8, then it was on day 2 10, day 3 was 11, day 4 was 12, day 5 was 16. Alright, so now let's look at Henry's video game store. We did the groups in class as well. Ordered pair, I'm going to mark this X, I'm going to mark this Y. Please make sure that you do it on your homework. You're learning how to sort out and process the information, so you really do not want to short your learning process at this time. Here is 10, 15. I'm going to circle the 20, 12, 30, 35, 40, 40, and 50, 50. Marking this X, and this is Y. So if I get confused, I know it's there. Marking this X-axis, even though it's marked right here, some kids are saying, it's already marked. Get in the habit of marking that so it's bigger so you can see it. Because I already saw some students making mistakes. I'm going to start at my point of origin. Now before I even start plotting, I'm going to write down my ordered pairs. So I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, and 50, 45. All right, so here I'm doing time in seconds and then points scored. So in 10 seconds, I scored 15 points. So I'm going to show in 10 seconds, I'm going to place this here, I scored 15 points. Well, look at this. There's a space here and then a 10, and a space here and then a 20, and a space here and then a 30, space 40, space 50. So what increments can I say that we're counting by? Right, fives, right? So this is 0, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There we go. So this is 10, 15. So I'm coming up to my 10-minute time, and I'm going up to my 15 seconds. The second point ordered pair is 20, 25. So I'm going to find my 20, and I'm going up to 25, and it's right here. And I've already labeled my 25, so it makes it easier. The next ordered pair is 30, 35. So I'm finding my 30 mark, and I'm going up to the 35. So in 30 seconds, I scored 35 points. See how much easier it is with the ruler? 40 seconds, I scored 40 points. I'm going over to my 42nd and going up to the 40 points. In 50 seconds, I scored 45 points. So it's 50 and there's 45. And there you go. Now I can see my gradual increase. So the more seconds that I spent on my video games, the more points I scored. Okay? All right. Everybody understand? Make sure that you're marking this X and Y as well, just so that you can get that in your brain. X is first, then Y. All right, we're going to use this table here to answer questions 3 and 4. Now you look at this input-output table. It says weight of a bird feeder. So day 1, the weight of the bird feeder was 16 ounces. Day 2, it was 12 ounces. Day 3, it was 6 ounces. Day 4, it's 4 ounces. Day 5, it's 3 ounces. Okay, so let's look at the first question. Write order pairs to show the relationship between the day and the weight of the bird feeder. Then plot each point on the coordinate grid. Well, first things first, I'm going to mark this X and this Y. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to circle this ordered pair, circle the next ordered pair, circle the next one, circle the fourth one, and now circle the fifth one. So my ordered pairs are now circled. I know the top is X, so I'm going to put that one first. The bottom is Y. I'm putting that second. To remind me, I'm putting X and Y right above that. Next one is going to be 2, 12. Next one is 3, 6. Next is 4, 4. And the last one is 5, 3. Now I'm going to plot these over here. I'm going to start with day 1, and it said that I started off with 16 ounces. Day 2, I had 12 ounces. Day 3, I had 6 ounces. Day 4, I had 4 ounces. Right here, day 5, I had 3 ounces. Well, look at this. I have a 2 and a 4, so what do you think is going to be in between the 5? Right here on the 5, what's going to be between the 2 and the 4? I'm going to have my 3. Okay. And so it's going to look. So as the days increased, the amount of food that was in the bird feeder decreased. Look at number 4. Do you think the weight of the bird feeder will be 10 ounces on day 6? No. As 10 ounces would be way up here. No, I don't think so. Because the weight decreases, it's going to end up being less than 3 ounces on day 10. So, as the days increase, the weight of the bird feeder decreases. So, by day 6, it will be less than, look at this one, it's going to be less than 3 ounces. I'm going to put OZ for ounces. If you're not sure, I'm going to write it out so that you can see that this is the abbreviation for ounces, and it's OUNCES to spell it out. All right. Please make sure that you take your time. Again, you can use a ruler or a straight edge of any sort to line up so that you will be able to see that, and it'll make it so much easier. Let's look at number 5. Number 5 says we're going to use this graph here, popping popcorn, the amount of time, and then the popped kernels. So you can actually do this, make sure that your parents know what you're doing, and you can see how it is. But they did this one here, and we're doing it for 5 and 6. So it says the graph shows the relationship between the length of time and the number of kernels popped. Which of these ordered pairs is on the graph? All right, so now I'm going to look at here, and where this is my x-axis, and I'm going to put first. This is my y-axis, and if you're still not sure, do this. I'm going to put second, because this is the second thing that I do. This is the first. I have to walk before I can climb. So this point here, I'm going to block all this up. I walked over. This is at 10. Now, what one would it be between 10 and 20? So I have my 10, 20, but there's a space. I can put it in between, so this will be 15. So here, this would be 5, and then 10, and 15. So this point right here will then be 10, 15. Okay? This next point is 20, and I'm looking at my X. I'm 20. Well, here would be 35. And I'm going to draw this line right here so I can see it. This next one is going to be 30. So I'll draw this line down here, and I'm going to come across 30, 60. And this last one, oh, not the last one. Here I have 40. And I'm going up to 80 and 90. In between 80 and 90 is 85. And the last one is 50. And I should have done all my space over here, but I didn't. So I'm going to put in parentheses 50. All the way, now I'm going to climb it. So I moved over 50 to 90. Now I'm going to match up which one of these is here. All right, well, 10, 15. It's not here because I have a 10, 20, and that's the only one I have. So I'm marking that. No, not a possibility. 20, 35. And make sure that I mark Y and X so that I know.